Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The bold and the beautiful B&B spoilers tease that Ridge Forrester Torsten K saves Brooke Logan Catherine Kelly Lang in Italy, and this changes everything between them. Will she say 5 little words in response to his heroic act in Italy? Here's what to know, B&B fans. The LA fashion crew traveled to Naples and Capri this month, and the location scenes are hot as blazes, with a dash of hijinks thrown in for fun. We can look forward to Lang, Torsten K, Jack Wagner, Nick Marone, and John McCook Eric Forrester jetting off to Italy for FC Biz, and while their merriment and drama take center stage. Fans recently saw Ridge commit to Taylor Hayes' Rebecca Budig after being ambushed at Il Giardino. She wouldn't take no for an answer, and even brought her own ring to the tacky marriage proposal. Ridge would have looked like a jerk if he turned her down, seeing as how her heart could literally break if he rejected her. It's called broken heart syndrome. Taylor is giddy now, but we predict that soon enough she will be wondering what hit her. Sot is what. While the LA residents frolic in Italy, Nick dotes on Brooke and tries to win her over. But she only has eyes for Ridge. Ridge is Brooke's destiny this month. Ridge is jealous of Nick, and everyone can see that, including Taylor and her desperate proposal. Explosive the bold, and the beautiful spoilers hint that when Brooke has an accident, everything changes for Ridge and Tridge. At some point, Brooke gets in over her head in the water and could drown, until Ridge rides to the rescue. You can imagine how emotions will be running high in such a scenario. Ridge and Brooke's adrenaline levels are sky high, and in this moment, anything can happen. Will Brooke utter a typical 5-word response when Ridge saves her? You've always been my hero. Brooke and Ridge flailing around in the water is the perfect symbol for their relationship, up and down, on the brink of exhaustion or extinction. Spoiler alert. Ridge remembers that Brooke is the only woman for him. What happens next? Be sure to stick with us, and we will keep you updated with all the hot juice coming for your favorite B&B characters. The crashing waves of Malibu Beach weren't just the backdrop for a dramatic rescue. They were the echo of years of love, heartbreak, betrayal, and redemption. In a shocking twist that rocked the bold and the beautiful, Brooke Logan's near-death experience left fans holding their breath. But it was what she said after that truly changed everything. Brooke had been out for a peaceful walk by the cliffs, needing space after yet another emotional run-in with Taylor and Ridge. The eternal triangle had worn her down. She was determined to clear her mind and reset her priorities. But fate had other plans. As the tide swelled, a sudden slip on the rocks sent her plunging into the frigid ocean below. Screams were lost in the wind, and for a terrifying few minutes, it seemed the waves would claim her. Luckily, Ridge Forrester, who had been searching for Brooke to apologize for his behavior at Forrester Creations, arrived just in time. Without hesitation, Ridge dove into the waters. Battling currents and sharp rocks, he reached Brooke and pulled her to shore, coughing and unconscious. Paramedics arrived, but the moment that changed everything happened before their sirens even faded. As Ridge cradled her soaked, shivering body, Brooke opened her eyes slowly, tears mixing with the salt water on her cheeks. Her lips trembled, and with the weight of a lifetime of shared memories, she whispered 5 words that made Ridge freeze. It wasn't just a declaration. It was a decision, a choice made after near death, after pain, and despite everything they had both done to each other. Those 5 words carried the weight of decades of passion, forgiveness, infidelity, and fragile hope. Ridge stared at her, speechless. He had spent weeks torn between Brooke and Taylor yet again, confused by loyalty, legacy, and lingering love. But in that moment, everything became clear. "You still choose me?" he asked, voice cracking. Brooke nodded weakly, her fingers grasping his hand. "I could have died, Ridge, and all I thought about was you. Not the fights, not the heartbreak, just you. But nothing in Los Angeles stays private for long." Taylor Hayes, who had been on her way to see Ridge with hopes of reconciling, arrived just in time to witness the scene unfold. Hidden behind a lifeguard station, she watched as Brooke clung to Ridge, and he kissed her forehead. Taylor's heart sank. She had given Ridge every opportunity to prove he was ready to move forward with her, to choose stability over chaos. But the look in his eyes as Brooke whispered those 5 words, that wasn't confusion. That was clarity. Taylor turned away, tears in her eyes. She's always been the one, she whispered to herself. Even when she wasn't. Back at the Forrester mansion, Eric and Donna were stunned by the news. Eric, who had always carried a soft spot for Brooke, was deeply moved. She's a fighter, he said. But when people face death, they tell you what matters most. And for Brooke, it's Ridge. Donna, torn between her loyalty to her sister and the pain she'd seen Brooke endure because of Ridge, simply hoped this time it was different. She deserves happiness, Eric. If that's with Ridge, then I hope he finally gets it right. Meanwhile, Brooke's children, Hope and RJ, rushed to the hospital as soon as they heard the news. Hope embraced her mother tightly. "You scared me to death," she cried. "You could have died." Brooke, now dry and resting, smiled softly. "But I didn't, and I know what I want now." RJ, always protective, was less forgiving. "Mom, are you sure about Ridge?" "After everything, I'm more sure than I've ever been," Brooke replied. "It's not about fairy tales anymore. It's about truth. And mine is simple. I still love him." Back at the beach house, Ridge stood staring at the ocean. The same waters that almost took Brooke now served as a turning point in his life. When Taylor arrived later that night to talk, he didn't hesitate. "I'm sorry, Taylor. I really am," he said gently. "You don't have to explain," Taylor responded, already knowing. "I saw it. The way you looked at her. I knew then. You'll always mean the world to me," Ridge said, his voice heavy with respect and sorrow. "But Brooke, she's my home." Taylor nodded, tears threatening to fall. "Then go home, Ridge." The next morning, Ridge brought Brooke breakfast in bed, something he hadn't done in years. She laughed softly, touched by the gesture. "You remembered how I like my eggs," she teased. "I remember everything," Ridge replied. "Every moment, every mistake, and every reason why I always find my way back to you." Brooke looked at him, more vulnerable than ever. "Don't just find your way back. Stay." Ridge took her hand and nodded. "This time, I will. Of course, this is the bold and the beautiful, so nothing stays quiet or peaceful for long." There are rumors that Bill Spencer is not thrilled about the reunion, especially after sharing a quiet moment with Brooke just weeks earlier. Could he try to interfere? And what about Steffi and Thomas? Ridge's decision could reopen old wounds in the family, especially as Hope and Thomas continue to explore their own complicated relationship. But for now, after a life-altering experience and 5 powerful words, Brooke and Ridge have found each other again. The question is, can they finally make it last? Stay tuned. The waves may calm for now, but in Los Angeles, storms are always on the horizon. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.